Yes, Spinal Community, Yanni is back. Ha! I'm just kidding. I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. That was just a little shout out to my Swedish friend over at Pops and Clicks. Hey, got a new one here. This is from the premier brewery in the Midwest, Great Lakes. This is a milk stout cookie exchange. And man, it is good. Really like this. Cheers to you, vinyl community. If you are ever in the Midwest and you can pick up some Great Lakes beer, I highly recommend it. Anyway, hey, I'm here for more than just to show you a beer and a shirt. I am here to jump on a thread started by Rob Walker, and this is 10 illustrated album covers that you like. Now, I've been watching other people do their videos. Some great videos that I saw out there. Cheers to everybody participating. But a lot of people went kind of highbrow on this, and they picked a lot of, abstract covers and things like this. So I decided to do it differently. And like I often do, I consulted the 15-year-old in me. And I only picked album covers that I thought 15-year-old Gary would like. So that means, there's not going to be anything like this on here. I like this album. I think it's a good album, but I think the album cover is ridiculously stupid and boring. I really can't see how anybody thought that was a good idea. Anyway, so here we go. I'm talking about album covers like this. How about that? That looks pretty cool. It's right there for Halloween. Rock and Roll by Motorhead. That's a pretty awesome cover. Next up, Wheels of Steel by Saxon. I like that. First of all, I like the way they write Saxon. I think that's pretty cool. And just, the whole eagle on here. You've got the tire, very militant looking, pretty cool. Saxon, Wheels of Steel, great album too. Next cover from the Ramones, Brain Drain. I don't know what this is. I'm sure this is taken from something. I'm not sure what it is. I didn't do any research for this video. But I just think it looks kind of spooky. It's kind of cool. Brain Drain. Next up, here's one a little bit newer. This is Burning Witches, The Witch of the North. Look at that. It's got all the band members drawn here, and it's got this freaky looking tree witch thing, the Witch of the North. On the back, there's a bigger picture of the witch, but that's a pretty good likeness of them too. That's pretty cool. And yeah, if you look closely, I've got some autographs on there when I actually met the band. Great band, by the way. Next up, I'm not sure what this is, but I think this looks pretty awesome. Angel of Retribution by Judas Priest. Look at this thing. This metallic, evil-looking angel guy with wings, and he's got fire down by his feet. He is the Angel of Retribution. I love it. Next, here's one. Warlock, Triumph and Agony. Got a picture on the front and the back. You've got Doro Pesch here, who ended up, after this album, once she went solo, a lot of her albums, she ended up having drawings of herself, makes herself look, very superhero-like almost or something. But I mean, at least she does look closer to these pictures that are on the front than, like, say, like a Molly Hatchet album. You know how they had some of those album covers where they were on the front looking all muscular and everything, when really they were all a bunch of fat slobs. So Warlock, Triumph and Agony. Also got that scary looking dude there in the back, or dudette. Maybe that's a woman. I'm not even sure. Next up, now here's one a little different. This might go more on the artistic side. Let me take the hype sticker out of there. Love by The Cult. I've always really enjoyed this album cover. I know it's not kind of like some of the other ones. It's got like an Aztec kind of look to it, or Native American. I'm not sure what all that is, but I really like that. Those wings there. I think it's really cool. And I totally love this album. Next up, Love Hunter by Whitesnake. It's got a dragon. It's got a naked woman on the front. You know, of course, 15-year-old me is going to like this album cover. Early Whitesnake, great stuff. Next, one of my favorite album covers, Mob Rules by Black Sabbath. Look at this thing. That's pretty awesome. This was actually kind of taken from another picture I know. The guy, I can't think of the artist's name, but anyway, this was something he had done like back in 1971, something kind of a fantasy science fiction kind of thing, and he just changed it a little bit so you can see like a devil head in there, and you've got a crucifix just to make it a little more spooky looking. You've got that on the back. This album cover is one of the things that made me buy that album back in the day. And then finally, my last one here, probably the coolest, Iron Maiden Killers. How could I not have this on there? This is when we get to see Eddie as we would come to know and love him. This is so iconic. I mean, you know, he's got this axe here. There's a hand up there going, ah! You know, it says Killers. He's basically chopping up every album cover ever done by The Cure. But this is so cool. I love this. I have a shirt of it naturally. And this is what I'm talking about. Cool album covers. So there you go. There's my response to that thread. I hope you enjoyed it and had a good time. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate anybody that does. And until the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.